Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. So this reading will be about Beyoncé. I'm going to be checking as far as like her energies, you know what I mean? Also looking into some drama as far as her not mentioning Megan Thee Stallion and Mariah Carey and seeing what's up with that. But first, also I'm going to be checking in on like how does she feel about her album? Like how is it doing? All of that. So let me just pick up her general energies at this moment in time. What is going on with her general vibe? What can we see regarding this situation? All right. Very interesting energy. With that isolation. Cold, distant energy. Ah, damn. Well, she's in her head. Damn, and some sorrow. There are some issues going on with Beyoncé. Also, I'm not going to rush the energies. I'm going to take my time because I like picking up the energies and seeing like what's happening. And it gives me more detail when I do it that way. This isolation, these tears of gold, I'm getting this relates to work. This also relates to the mind. The health of her mind is what I'm seeing. She's dealing with issues. Not just that, I'm also seeing her relationship is causing problems. She's dealing with some major sorrow is what I'm seeing. I can't pronounce this word, but it means like when you're in your head and you're exaggerating things. I need to learn how to say it. Just too lazy. But this is showing me she's making things more than they need to be. Not just that, she is really in her head. She's really in her mind during this time. Very unfortunate and sad for her. Not just that, she is trying to create. She's definitely trying to create. But the interesting thing with this is, with this patience and this creating, this like giving birth to energies, it's not making her happy. That's the interesting part. So it's like we know that she has like all these projects, right? As far as albums and sort of like collaborations and whatnot. But as you can see, there's sorrow here. So I mean, let's look deeper. What's going on? Like what's happening in her mind? What is that about? As far as her making things more than they need to be. What can we see regarding this situation? All right. Oh, damn. So she got two things going on because I believe these are two cards. It could be more. So let's see. They're face down as well. And you guys know what I say. When the cards are face down, it represents the person's emotions. This Knave of Swords. She's not really liking her victory. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing. You see how this guy is kind of like in a victory position? It has to do with her mind, over-exaggerating things. She feels like things could be better than they are. I mean, it is what it is, because it's kind of just like, why would you be feeling a particular way if things are going so great? It could be because she's a perfectionist, but it's something more going on. She doesn't like the success that she has. She feels like it could be better, is what I'm seeing. So she's in her head about that. See what I mean with this Knight of Pentacles? It also has to do with her money. She's not liking the money she's receiving during this time. So that's what she's in her head about. So what this is indicating to me is that she is not happy with the rollout with her new album. She doesn't like how things are like going as far like as her album. You know what I mean? She's not happy about the money. She's not happy about the success. She feels like things can be better. So, I mean, that's deep. That's what I'm seeing. Let's see. What's going on with this isolation? Because this speaks of distance as well. All right. So, that card definitely fell upside down and face down. So, it has to do with her emotions. And it's interesting, too, right? That this card landed on the sorrow. So, these two cards are definitely linked together as far as isolation and the sorrow. So, let's see. Ah, damn, this is interesting. We know that the Six of Discs, the Six of Pentacles, represents give and take. You know, like give and take. What I'm seeing is she's not happy with what she's receiving. She is definitely not happy with what she's receiving. She feel like she kind of almost like exposed herself trying to do something different. You know what I mean? She felt like she was going to receive more support. She's not receiving the support that she wanted. She's definitely not receiving the support that she wanted. Not just that, this also relates to the home as well, because you see the huts in the back. So it's like she's not happy with her fans. I gotta call it as it is. She's not happy with her fans. She's also not happy with the support that she's receiving at home. And it's causing her to feel isolated, and it's causing sorrow. Let's look into the sorrow energy. This is deep energies. Love. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Vessels, it has to do with love. It is what it is. Jay-Z, I mean, he's not he's not doing it for her. He's not making her feel grounded. He's not making her feel good. Not just that, she's going through a rough time, right? And usually this would be like a good card. It's kind of just like when you're going through a rough time and your partner's there for you. You know what I mean? Kind of just like, let's just say like, if shit doesn't go well in your life and your partner knows that you're sad, so it's kind of just like your partner might try to like bring you flowers or take you to a location that makes you happy, you know what I mean, to cheer you up. That's not what's happening here. He's kind of like leaving her to be isolated, you know what I mean? Like I told you, these two cards, the isolation and the sorrow, they're definitely linked. I want to get the outcome of sort of just like this creativity that she's trying to be in. The advice for her, as well as for her to kind of just like be patient. You know what I mean? So the vibe is kind of just like she's going to be coming out of this cycle, but she just needs to be patient. But let's see the outcome. Let's get the direct outcome of this. All right. She needs to experience. That's the outcome. It's kind of just like you're not going to be happy all the time. It's kind of just like you can't predict things. She thought that she was able to predict sort of just like the outcome of kind of just like, okay, well, I put all my heart into this. I tried to do something different. And I'm not going to even lie with you guys. This is really deep for me because I heard the album. I heard some of the songs. I didn't hear like all the songs. And I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I thought the album was shit. I thought it was simple. And I understand that this is actually a strategy for a lot of like artists at this moment in time. Like even with what's her name, Nicki Minaj, like one of her new songs, it's like really simple. It's like really basic. It isn't no depth. Not just that, it's kind of just, I don't know, it's like kind of just like lame. It is what it is. But the strategy with that is that it's kind of just like, that's what's selling to the people. That's what the people want. So it's very strategic. It doesn't necessarily reflect on sort of like the artist's ability to create amazing shit. It's just that they're trying to stay relevant. You know what I mean? But what I'm seeing is she's just not happy with sort of just like the whole rollout. She's not happy with the support she's receiving. She's not happy with the resources that she's obtaining. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, it's putting her in her emotions. It's putting her in her feelings. She's also going to be learning just to like experience. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like when you assume something's going to be a particular way and you forget that in life you're here to experience as well. Like it's not truly like a destination. It's kind of just like you're supposed to go through the emotions, and whatever happens, happens. That's what she's going to be learning. That's the outcome. It's just like an acceptance of what things are. You saw this lady's all older and shit, leaning against a tree. She's just like experiencing shit. She's kind of just like, okay. So what I'm saying is, Beyoncé, she's going to be coming into grounded energies. But at this moment, she is feeling let down by her fans. She's feeling let down by her husband. Not just that, she's not happy with the money. Not just that, she's not happy with the success. And she's really in her head and her emotions about shit. So, I mean, that's her general energies at this moment in time. Now I'm going to see, like, what's going on with her and Mariah Carey. You know what I mean? Because she was, like, giving all sorts of people a shout-out, like Chloe and Haley Bailey. And I thought, to be honest, that was kind of, like, premature. Because I'm like, Chloe and Holly, they haven't been in the industry so long, and it's kind of just like you're calling them queens. And I get it, you know what I mean, that she works with them. But it's kind of just like, it kind of cheapens what she's trying to do. Because it's kind of just like, okay, you're giving these chicks praise when they really don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Like, they haven't even been in the industry so long to even be sort of just like praised in that way. I'm also going to be looking into the Rihanna thing and seeing like how she really feels about the whole shit. But let me see, like, how does she feel about Mariah Carey? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on there? Like, what can I see? All right, the card fell face down and sideways. Definitely her emotions. All right, so let's see. Well, damn. So let's see what's going on. Provider of authority and charm, the King of Wands. You know what this makes me think of? And I wasn't going to bring it up because I like the cards to speak for itself. But this makes me think of her husband, this King of Wands. Because it's kind of just like Mariah was signed to his management or label, one of them, his management or label. And it's kind of just like she wasn't satisfied and happy with the treatment that she was receiving. So it was like a big drama over that. And so like she basically left. So I'm definitely seeing that it's bad blood because of that. That whole shit is because of her husband with this King of Wands. You know what I mean? This provider of authority and charm. Obviously, that's Jay-Z's vibe. So it's kind of just like, and again, you guys know what I say. When the card is sideways, it speaks of issues. So what I'm seeing here is that a lot of like that, like issues as far as like leaving Mariah like out in the cold, not giving her respect, her just due. It's because of the husband. It's definitely because of the husband. Not just that, it's kind of just like she wants to put sort of just like Mariah's energy behind her. So I'm definitely seeing some serious grievances. There's definitely some serious grievances between Mariah and Jay-Z. And it's kind of just like with this chariot, it's like getting the hell out of a situation, like moving forward. Beyoncé, she just wants to move forward. She doesn't even want to deal with this situation. She doesn't want to rehash any old drama, any old situations. And that's why the death card appeared. It's kind of just like when you put shit to death. This is showing me that she don't have any sort of just like energy for Mariah Carey, actually, is what I'm seeing. It's kind of just like, it's not an energy of hate. There's not an energy of sort of just like anything. It's kind of just like, this vibe, this energy is kind of just like when you want to like put a capstone over something. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like you want to put an end to it. It's kind of just like, okay, like this shit needs to be done. Like I don't want to like rehash any vibes. That's what I'm seeing with this. But it's funny though. She's definitely anxious and stressed out. You see with this anxiously stressed out way. So what I'm seeing here with this Nine of Swords, it's kind of just like her wanting to move away, her wanting to like put an end to this situation as far as like not dealing with it. It kind of did the opposite. It's kind of just like, okay, if you would have just given her her credit and called her queen, whatever. It's like so corny, and this is so like immature to me, this whole bullshit. But it is what it is. But it's kind of just like, because obviously this means something to the fans, so I mean, I get it. But it's kind of just like, if she just would have given Mariah sort of just like her due, even though like Mariah doesn't fuck with her husband, there wouldn't have been any issue. But what I'm seeing is that it's definitely causing her to be stressed out. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, Beyoncé doesn't like to deal with drama. It is what it is. She's not a confrontational person. Yes, she's a strong artist and a powerful force in the industry, but she doesn't like that drama. She doesn't like dealing with shit. So it's kind of just like the fact that fans are kind of like saying shit like, yo, like how come you didn't like give her credit and respect? The Nine of Swords represents kind of just like when you're really in your head about shit. So she's really in her head about shit. This is kind of just like when you're second guessing yourself. So she's like, damn, I should have said something. Like I should have did things differently. Like, fuck, how come I didn't like just basically give the lady her damn credit. That's what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? So it's definitely stressing her out. You know, it has her in her head. And it's interesting too, right? Because it's deep. We know that Mariah has been in the industry for a while. Not just that, it's kind of just like, I understand that, like, you know, she tried to cover like everyone that mattered. But it's kind of just like, how can you leave out Mariah? You know what I mean? It's kind of just like, yeah, like Whitney Houston is amazing, like hands down, like her voice, all of that. Like, of course, you know, Whitney should always get her credit. But it's kind of just like, to be honest, like Mariah was kind of like Whitney's contemporary. So it's kind of just like, how can you leave out Mariah? You know what I mean? Like, it's just fucked up. So it's kind of like she's in her head about that. It's like she doesn't even like that she did it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Beyoncé, she's kind of just like not feeling too good with the decision. You know how you have regrets? That's what I'm picking up. This is an energy of regret. So, I mean, it is what it is. So let's see, like, what's going on with her and Megan. You know, there's rumors that Megan has slept with Jay. I mean, it's a possibility. But let's see, what's going on as far as Megan and Beyoncé? What can we see? Are there any issues? Is it just gossip? All right. This situation that I'm seeing with this new vision, maturity, sharing, participation, she feels like Megan doesn't like deserve a place as far as getting like a shout out. That's what I'm seeing with this sort of like participation. You know, it speaks of like bringing people in. Not just that, this sharing. It's kind of just like, yeah, she didn't want to like share Megan. She didn't want to like give like Megan that sort of like depth. You know what I mean? Because we know that Megan's like shit is all like sex. It's all like ignorance. It is what it is. So it's kind of just like, okay, why would she literally bring up Megan? That's what I'm seeing. Not just that, with this maturity. I mean, you know, Beyoncé, she thinks about shit. She's a Virgo, you know what I mean? She's like a mature thinker. She's kind of just like, why the fuck am I going to bring up like Megan? Like, seriously? Like, that's her vibe. It's kind of just like, why would she do that? Not just that, this new vision, it speaks of you trying to do other shit. And it's funny, the vibe that I'm getting with this, like the intuitive vibe that I'm getting, is that it was so many people to bring up. It literally was so many people to bring up. Like, it's kind of just like, she didn't have enough space. So it's kind of just like, why would she let Megan occupy that space when she feels like Megan is garbage? It is what it is. So this is kind of just like, there's no drama. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing kind of just like sorrow and shit that would speak of cheating. This is kind of just like, it is what it is energy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not anything more than that. It's not serious. So let's see her vibe as far as Rihanna, because, you know, she gave a shout out to Rihanna. So let's see, what was that about? How does she feel about Rihanna? What can I see about her vibe as far as Rihanna goes? Very straight to the point energies. There's some issues. There's definitely some issues. I mean, it's kind of just like, don't get it twisted. You know, it's kind of just like people were saying shit like, you know, Beyonce is very strategic. So she knows that, like, oh, okay, if I give like Rihanna a shout out, Rihanna fans are going to support me. You know what I mean? Like, Beyonce, she doesn't do things like haphazardly. You know what I mean? Like, she actually thinks about shit. So what I'm seeing here is there's definitely drama. You see the visual, right? So there's definitely issues as far as her and Rihanna. Look, more issues with this Five of Wands. Like, I didn't even know that this shit was about to pop out. But you see, more issues. Ah, damn. Not just that. With this Lovers, this problem, these issues, it has to do with the rumors. The rumors are definitely true as far as Rihanna, like, you know, like doing shit with Jay-Z. Some people say, was she even legal when those things went down? At this moment, I'm not going to look into that sort of energies because that's like really deep. But I'm definitely seeing that a lot of this issues is because of like Rihanna basically doing shit with Jay. It is what it is. It is like, not just that. this Ace of Swords, you know what this speaks of, right? Strategy, being strategic. So, I mean, Beyonce, she's just like, yo, it is what it is. Like, yeah, I don't fuck with her. Yeah, I don't like her. You know what I mean? Because these two cards speaks of issues. So it's kind of just like, yeah, she definitely has issues with Rihanna. She don't like Rihanna. She definitely don't like Rihanna. But it's kind of just like, we know that the Ace of Swords speaks of clarity. It also speaks of logic. Beyonce, she was just being logical. And it's funny because I don't know who reading it was. I think it was Nicki Minaj, if I'm correct. It was some reading I did like a few days ago where I asked a question about Beyonce, and it was showing that, yeah, I think it was the Nicki Minaj reading, if I'm correct. But it was showing me that she's like really logical. You know what I mean? Like, she'll cut shit out if she needs to. Like, you know what I mean? Very strategic, logical energy. And that's what I'm seeing here. So it's like, yeah, she don't fuck with Rihanna. It was just being logical and being smart. You know, guys, definitely tell me what you thought of this reading. You know, I love hearing your opinions. And if you made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up button. Take care.